Salutations, everyone. It is time for the road least traveled videos. My name is Samius, and I hope that you are enjoying these little videos here. We are going to be working on gathering the Charms of Evil Chaos. I have to look it up to make sure that I do. I usually don't worry about them. I usually don't really care about trying to get the optional, but that's what these videos are about, showing you the optionals and how to get them done here. So, this first one comes from Watch Your Step. The next one comes from the Hobgoblin Caves and then the Knoll Caves. We'll hit on all those in order. We'll kind of see what happens. So what's going to happen here, in a nutshell, is we are going to do our absolute best to get up here and disable this trap. And when this trap gets disabled, the kobold, and there's a big pit that falls through right here, and the kobold runner will spawn. So supposedly, if we grease, it'll give us time to see if we can find the runner and get him got before. Now he's aggroed on us, so he shouldn't run off now. Bam, got him. So yeah, I guess this grease optional wasn't the worst, actually. It worked out okay. The other thing to keep in mind is that when this fight activates, I guess I didn't do it this time. Maybe it's when the bell rings. When the bell rings, a group of kobolds will come into the front door there. So you'll get a little bit of an ambush to deal with. I just have usually associated it with starting this fight because that kobold runner is probably halfway down the hallway. I don't usually worry about the kobold runner very much. All right, so let's talk about what happens if you don't disable that trap. If you don't disable that trap right there, it's going to knock you down into like a pit trap. It doesn't really hurt, but it will drop you down to the area that we're going to go right now. So I'm going to basically show you what would happen if you did just get knocked down, or where you would spawn, or where you would end up if you fell down this trap. And it's actually not bad. It's just a little bit of a fight. It's right here. So we had what? Half a dozen rats, give or take, to clean up, as well as that named rat. Is it right here? It might be on the other side of this door, actually. Yeah, right here is where you would fall down into if you fell down that pit trap. So you have to run through this sludge and through these rats. All this nonsense, which does give you the opportunity to pick up this optional without having to double back, which is, you know, mixed blessings, as well as pick up this iron key, I suppose. So it's not the end of the world. It just means that you won't be able to get that sigil. Alright, speaking of, since the kobold runner didn't get popped, if I can remember correctly, that opens us up the opportunity here to do some cool stuff. So, what I mean by that, we should be able to go to this door right here and talk to this elderly crone, and then you can do one of these various checks. In this case, we did the peace one. Then also, there's a chest over here. If we open that chest, these guys all aggro on us, and we have to kill everything. However, if we don't loot that chest, then all these guys are fine. They're cool. So we're going to skip that chest. Otherwise, we have to go back in there and clear a bunch of guys out. So now, since we picked up that iron key, we can open this door. Otherwise, the iron key is in the other room. So we kind of get to skip a little bit of backtracking through the quest. It doesn't really subtract from the time. I don't feel like that much, but it does prevent a little bit of extra running around. Just a little bit. Oh, another Plague Reaper. Fire on, taking on the chins. We don't have to, hopefully. So I'd rather him not get murdered if I can help it. Never mind, I couldn't. Couldn't help it. Poor Byron. Excuse me. A little bit of frog in my throat. It's been rainy this weekend. Alright, so if you can, you kind of want to be careful here. These caster kobolds get real nasty, especially on higher difficulties. So the red name you can pull back around corners and whatnot. Make sure my shield spell continues to run. And then you can go back and pick up these concubines. Said at the post-level 20 version of this quest, they spam disintegrates like nobody's business. Alright, and there's the quest. Pretty easy. Now I just got to remember where the sigil is at. To be honest, I don't know if I know where it's at. I've gotten it once before from... Oh, politely tell the kobolds about their chieftain's demise. Maybe that's where we get the sigil from. Kind of want the chat to help me out with this now, because I still don't see this sigil.
The kobolds react to the news of their chief's death with what seems like...
Find out what the kobolds have been up to.
The elderly kobold offers you a reward for freeing her tribe.
There we go, there it is. Just gotta talk to him some more. That's what it is. Then, now that you've done this part, if you want to, you can loot that chest and kill these guys, but it's just trash loot. And it doesn't really matter that much now that the quest is over. So, I am going to go ahead and take the time to re-res Byron. Just so he'll get that full heal when we leave the quest, and then I don't have to worry about him coming back to life later with no hit points. I'll just make things a little bit easier for me. Alright. Next one on the list here is this one right over here. Hobgoblin Caves.
Dot the ravine walls. These must be the Caves of Chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Don't know if I know where this sigil piece is either, actually, but I guess we'll find it together. So here, actually we should have ran over Enshrined again, but that's okay. So here, this quest breaks down into two...
You enter the caves.
No, never mind. I got the quest incorrect. This is a different one. This one you just kill everything. This one also can get really long, I feel. There's like a short version that you can run around and just like get the key and just move through very quickly and very easily. Some of the side stuff leads to optionals, which of course we will do.
The lock on this stout door.
But yeah, we'll see what we can. There, like I said, there's a straightforward version of like run here, get the key, run to the other door, get the other key, etc., etc., and just keep moving through the quest very quickly. This might be one of the ones that we actually want to do a second time, like a super short version and then the longer version. But I think most people can figure out how to do a short version. A little bit of practice. Now, did I grease or did they grease? I hope it was them. I hope it wasn't me. Put in fat finger a grease spell. It wouldn't surprise me if I did. More than once I have injured myself or my party thanks to fat fingering the wrong spell. Go ahead and cast Grease now. Everybody saves. Uh-oh. Just dawned on me that that was a slow from a Reaper. And I'm greased and I can't move away. Guess we're gonna find out who lives or dies now. Oh, we did it. We lived. Byron taking spells for us so we don't have to. We got knocked down by our own grease. Man, we are the best DDO player today. Alright. As always, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is being recorded as part of our Twitch.tv stream. You guys are always welcome to join us live. They are on twitch.tv/SamusGrobo. So if you have the opportunity to go over there, catch us, we would appreciate it. For sure.
As the door opens, a small goblin cries out, "Me chief now! You go away!"
Alright, so here's the other key that we need. So if you were to run to the first key we found, run to this key. That's all you really need to do to kind of continue on with the quest. We will go down all these hallways though. So I feel like this quest has a tendency to get unnecessarily long. That is a-okay with me. Alright, here is one of the unnecessarily long additions to the quest. These levers. This lever actually just opens up a optional fight to a orc, I believe. And or ogres, sorry, or ogres. And especially like on the hardcore server and in some of the places like that. Gross. Extra fights are not good. Here on the live server, where we're not as worried about an accidental death or whatever, less of a problem. Also, how else are we going to get these sweet, deadly fever blanches? We don't come down here and do all these awesome optionals. Here's another... Oh, not this is... That is not the room where the other lever is located. There's another lever in a room that looks a lot like this a little bit later on that we need to pull. Byron! Brought you to the shrine again, my guy. Actually, you know what I'm going to shrine to? Want to switch my spell. We no longer need grease, and I do, however, want to have my enchant weapons back. Get out of here, Reckoning. Get out of here. Excuse me. I need to cast +1 on Byron. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. That ogre fight was in here, but it must be further. Here he is. Pull this other lever, and then he'll pop up here ahead, maybe?
And the sound of stone scraping on stone.
I think he's right here, right?
Goblin's common area. A foul
Yeah, here
stench
he
walks
is.
out from this new
Somewhere.
opened cavern.
Found you. So again, in situations where you're worried about it, you can skip this guy. It's only 99 experience, so not like it's not like 3/4 of the quest experience comes from that optional or anything. Alright, so again, if we were to go here, get that key, open the door, run through. Somewhere over here is where that other key is, and we could just leave. All that other stuff that we did, unnecessary, optional. If you're just trying to get through the quest in a hurry. Which sometimes you do. Sometimes XP per minute is fun and important. I'm going to have to get a wand of repair just to fix Byron pretty soon. That sounds like not something I'm about. Alright. Now, I hope you guys' memory is good. At least as good, if not better than mine. So we're going to play the memory game. I'm a person that has to look for patterns, and I like to trace it once to see if it'll, like, log in. Yay, we didn't embarrass ourselves on the stream by getting it wrong the first time. Go us. Alright, so normally, I would avoid the angry Umber Hulk. If you look away from Umber Hulks when their eyes glow, you don't get stunned. But I'm not that worried about it in this difficulty. Then the next big decision tree should be coming up pretty quickly here. Alright, here it is. So
a massive iron gate bars this passage.
if you're not looking to gather all the crests and everything, I believe you just go this way and carry on with the quest. However, up this hallway of doom, I believe is where the quest is, or the crests are at. I know there's a shrine down here, and the lever to disable those traps.
When the lever is pulled, the traps in the hall grind to a halt. You hear deep
I think you can also go the back way into that room, but I believe the crest is back this direction. No? Maybe it's just a shrine? I have to check the wiki to make sure that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to where this other crest is at. I tend to not go that way because I don't like the running through traps.
The hobgoblins in the feast hall fall silent as
And we found another Reaper. Oh, 2 Reapers. Man, the game is just loving us today. We'll take them. Take all your Reapers. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing, that's what I thought. Drink another one of these potions. So, speaking of these potions, for those of you who are like me and are big collectible junkies, I, every once in a while, my bag will overflow with collectibles, and when I do, I kind of look them up and see what I can get for them. That's where these potions have come from, these elixirs of lesser healing. I also have some medium healing elixirs, which are also pretty nice. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I thought it came from this room. Might have to do some reading in a little bit to remember where that's at. It's alright. We'll learn together if we have to. This is what these particular videos are all about. Another shrine.
This chamber looks like a safe place to rest.
Did not know that. Of course, the other thing you may notice is I have the tasty hams. I'm a big tasty ham guy. I like them a lot. They're not as good on Reaper as they are some of the other modes when you're little, but you know, I'll take what I can get when it comes to healing myself up. Yeah, go ahead and shrine. Go ahead and shrine. You're not doing anything important right this minute. Good enough. Again, we'll consume these lost souls because they're delicious. Alright, so this is the room with that lever. It opens a secret passageway right over here. Secrets.
The wall in the armory slides open, making barely a sound.
And then right here is our Kobold Chieftain, or Gobnoblin Chieftain. It's like Byron doesn't want hit points back today.
The Hobgoblin chieftain slumps to the ground, dead.
Hashtag never cared. Alright, there's a silver ingot. Those give you some really low level silver items with the augment slots. I don't know if I've ever gone down this direction before. Alright, so let's do a little bit of reading and see if we can figure out where the sigil is for here, because I don't know, to be honest. Oh, there isn't one in this one. Right? Is this not obstructing the orcs? Did I get my quest backwards? Oh no, this is the Gobnoblin Horde. Oh no! Wonder if we missed it, got it out of order. Oh. Okay, so there's not one in this quest. How embarrassing. Alright, so let's call our guy. Let's take another look at this wiki here real fast. Obstructing the Orcs and Violent Delights. Violent Delights comes from the Knoll Caves, which is the one that we were thinking about for next, and then the one with the 2 orc caves. Yeah, so I got this quest confused with the next one. So I guess bonus. Yeah, that's right. Bonus quest. That should have been in the previous video, my bad.
Where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Is this one more up? Yeah, more up. No, why? Usually take the horse up there, and I feel like the horse moves a lot quicker up those jumps than I did. Okay, Violent Delights. I finally actually have gotten this one down a little bit better. I mostly blame Tobrel. Half the time I feel like this guy will drop this crest for us right here. But not always, obviously. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye out for these diaries, I guess, stone tablets poking around. They'll be in various locations as we kind of run around. Take a note of where Boomfit is. He never leaves. He's always in the same spot. But I personally have found that if you're not paying attention, you can easily get confused on where you need to go. So I try to go in a particular like order here. There should be a tablet in here. Yeah. Obviously, this quest is much better and much quicker if you have two people to help you. That is not a thing that we can do today, though. Ooh, we failed to bluff that guy. Failed to intimidate that guy. Nice. And failed to diplomacy that guy. Excellent. So, now we've talked to those guys. I'll pick up our last diary over here. Alright, now we should be reasonably good shape to kind of move through things here. So, we're going to go back and talk to Boomfoot. Again, we conveniently marked on our map with our hireling. Hello. Thanks for sharing. Now we're going to go straight through this tunnel. We're going to go talk to the chieftain. Oh, no, sorry. I got to actually go back and talk to one of those three dudes first. This is why having two people are really handy. Somebody to stay by the three guys to talk to them as somebody else is running around is really good. Let's see. One of these dorks you got to talk to next. This one. Now we can go talk to the chieftain. I think. Nope, apparently not. Okay. Let's go talk to this dork right here first then. Right, now let's go talk to the chieftain. Again, so many running back and forth and back. But if you a little bit patient, you can figure it out. Or again, if you can split up with a couple of people in here. Alright, so here's our little bone piece. So we clicked on both the altar and the book over here, as well as talked to the chief, and then inside here where there's little shrines at, we grabbed the bone. Now we should be able to carry on with the quest. Alright, we're going to also talk to / experience a thing right here. You'll notice that there's a door right here that I've been running past. The reason I've been running past it is because it's actually just annoying. I don't even know if there's... I guess there is some experience. But, again, over on the hardcore server, I bet you I could tell you every single day I would log in and see at least one person die to these fire beetles. At least one. Maybe multiple people. I'm not sure they came specifically from this quest, but I'm pretty sure that they did come from that quest. There's just so many of those guys right there that I think it is easy to overwhelm people. So again, normally I would skip that fight altogether.
You've convinced enough Knoll Outlanders to turn
Alright.
against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists. You've convinced
So
members
now
of
there's
the
going to be
tribe
some
to
story
turn
stuff
against
going
the
on. The
Chief
screen's going to go
Bloodgleam.
black for a
And
second, and when we
found
come
proof
back
Chief
to,
Bloodgleam has been lying
things are going to get
about sending the
very
Outlanders
annoying.
to work with the cultists.
We'll get like
This
3
should be
waves
more
of
than
trash,
enough
I
to
believe.
create an uprising in the Knoll's ranks.
Just kind of stay in this room and kill everything. Standing up on this thing doesn't really help. They can get up here as well, but I personally feel like things will track the NPC trash on the ground first and give you an extra couple of seconds here. Oh, we may have to jump down here and tell these guys to. They're still dialoguing.
You would trust this outsider over your own chief? Have you forgotten everything the cult has done for you idiots?
The Outlanders seem to be
It's not very
concerned,
nice calling everybody idiots.
but you have something that will convince them. You hold up grave
One would
marks
even
of
say
their
hurtful.
name and reveal that you found it in the chief's shrine.
Chief said Greymon joined the cult!
Come on.
Someone shouts. But Greymon never took off that ring! He's dead and will be next!
Another group of gnomes rushes into the chamber.
And we're gonna just play crossbow bolts down in the barrel.
You think you've won against the onslaught of Knoll cultists.
So this is ambush 2 or wave 2. I think there's at least one will come from this direction. Nope.
Not a single
Never
cultist
mind.
remains standing. The
Give me that
Outlanders
soul, so
cheer,
tasty.
relieved that they can
Right, we'll talk
finally
to this
leave the
guy.
Borderlands behind.
Those fools! I can't believe they took the bait!
Eula stands beside Oro, who laughs with her. There must be
I gotta go
more
figure out where the
than it initially seemed. With Chief Bloodgleam
signal
out of the way,
snidget
Eula and Oro can
sigil.
finally escape into the
Sigil's
wilds
hiding.
together. As they turn to leave, Eula tells you to hold on to the charm of evil chaos.
Watch, I missed something silly.
In case you need help defeating the rest of the cult.
Optional. The prisoner on the... Wait, did I go on the... Oh, I went to the wrong quest. Let's see here. Just a second here. Yeah, so it should be at the very beginning of the quest. Just didn't see it. Did not see it. Ah! There it is. That's why we didn't see it. Because it's super, super tiny now. Okay. So you can get that one just by going to the very beginning. It's just, again, like I said, very tiny. I guess while we were running around, we should have raised the brosip there. Alright, we're going to skip Temple of Evil for right now, which means we need to go to... the Orc Caves, which is the one that I actually got confused with the Hobgoblin Cave over here.
Small Squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
This actually should have been the first one in this video series here. Alright. So you may have noticed that Byron just now timed out, and that's because we left him in that cave in standstill mode, and he timed out, but unfortunately his timer also expired, so it is just us now. Just us brave adventurers. Alright, this quest has a couple of different modes. Straight to the fire orc side, left to the cold cave side. We're going to go left first.
Each direction leads to a different tribe's home.
And this is the way that I do the quest for speed. Then we'll fiddle around and see if we can find the optional. I know it's there. I want to point out this little, it's hard to tell. I leaned way forward, not that that helps you guys. But this little trap wire right here, don't think you can disable it, but you can jump over it. If you jump over it, the bell doesn't ring and the bad guys don't come out and ambush you. So you can like get to them and ambush them first. And one of the quests is to thin the herd by by a few. So having that surprise is nice. And I don't.
This room is where the Frost Ranger clan creates its magical perfection.
Don't know all these other doors. We could do the quest as if we were going through quickly. And then go back and look for the optionals, I guess, but... I think it's going to cost us that much extra time. To wander around the side quests. Fortunately, our ability to do massive extra amounts of cold damage doesn't do us a lot of good in here on this particular side, but alright. And it's chilly. I have to say, I really enjoy the outfits and the orcs in this particular quest. I think they did a good job.
This orc seems fiercer than the rest of the Frost Ranger clan. Letting him live will just lead a possible new chief who must be dealt with in the future.
Take a second, eat one of these while I find where the evil chaos thing is at. Prisoner on the Frost Ranger side. This is what we're kind of fiddling around with right now. Alright, so if we were to come straight in here and go to the end, we would go through this tunnel. And we'll go through that in a minute. But I think we want to see if we can get the... charm of evil chaos or whatever it is. Here we go. Perfect. Alright. Excellent. This chick actually is pretty tough. I think it's a lady. Particularly on the higher settings, she can be pretty tough. Alright, so once we defeat her, we want to pull this lever, which is... it'll unlock her side of the chest. And we will... crawl through this secret door. And then we will search on this side. And this will take us to the fire side. Yeah, and this guy is also pretty tough. So on his chair, where his little lever is at, and then search around. He's got a bonus chest right here. Now, typically when I do this quest, we just run in, we don't look for the optionals, we gotta run back out. Which means normally for when I do this quest, I end up having to get 2 or 3 extra kills. Which I normally just open this door and kill those 2 guys that'll rush through. Because we did the extra optionals on the cold side, it's unnecessary to mess with it. So I'm just gonna skip it right now. But that is normally how I go through here to do that. Cold side, jump the wire, kill those first patches of the guys, go straight to the infight. Part 1, go to infight part 2, and then knock out the 2 extra guys on the other side. Alright, everybody. Well, that's the... What is it? Evil Charms. Charms of Evil Chaos quest, and a bonus for you. So, thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, follow button. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys real soon. Toodles.